For the Hybridity project, I've made a series of necklaces. The first necklace was made from a plate and brass. The plate was carefully broken into smaller pieces and 5 pieces were selected for grinding to remove the sharp edges. This was done on the cabbing grinder. Initially I was going to put the pieces of plate together using brass claws, but cutting these shapes out turned out to be quite difficult and they didn't look very good. So then I looked into adhesives and found an adhesive that would bind ceramic to brass. I could then simplify the design as shown on the right hand side. The half moon shape was cut out using a jewellery saw. Holes were drilled using a drill, and then the shape was sanded using sanding paper in different grades, 400, 600, 800 and 1200. It was then polished on the polishing machine using a polishing compound called Tripoli, followed by a finer compound called Rouge to create a high sheen. The catch was made from brass using the metal circle cutter. A jewellery saw was used to cut the slots so they could interlock. Holes were drilled for the beading thread. The catches were polished and the necklace assembled. The next piece I've called Pandemic Puppy. It was inspired by Felica van der Lees Incognitus Anonymous, which is pictured at the bottom. A mask was made using brass and gold-coloured thread, and I also made a dog tag out of brass. I made a lead out of the wire from a Prosecco cork. The lead, mask and dog tag were secured using adhesive. Then I used a thin synthetic leather thong with a bead on it to adjust the length to complete the construction. The next creation I've called Ephemeral Necklace. This necklace was made with olive leaves, thin gold thread, painted cork to make the willy wagtail, hair, my own hair to make the nest, a stick to support the nest on, and beading thread. Olive leaves proved tough and subtle enough to stitch together. I'd initially tried gum leaves, but these were too brittle. The necklace is secured with ties made from beading thread. By week 7, I suspect it's going to look quite different. The final creation is the paperclip necklace. My daughter gave me a container of bow-shaped paper clips. I'd bought a pair of shoes with bows on them, which she disapproved of, so this was a bit of a joke. The paper clips sit on my desk and I look at them every day. I use them as paper clips, but I think they're pretty enough to make into a necklace as well. So I did this by securing the paper clips with knots and then some beads for decoration. A catch was made with a second paper clip. So this is the Hybridity necklace collection made from paper clips, beads, a plastic dog, brass, bits of a broken plate, olive leaves, my own hair, a stick and a Prosecco cork.